in the game.
Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Mustangs will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas offense will get the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't.
Breaks into the open. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out in the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. It's complete on the right side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on second down. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. Hard-hitting tackle. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
This defense has their hands full of this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So SMU's offense will get the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Roman.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And what's the closest guide to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got it behind the line. It's Mancuso. Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Seaton. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mancuso. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give on the outshoot. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making checks. Caught over the middle. It's Witherspoon. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll give it to him again. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll run the toss. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
The Jayhawks will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Jayhawks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touchdown, Kansas! Fitted in the window for the score.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That out on the field to make that big catch.
Kansas 14, SMU 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking downfield, it's Seaton. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke the...
There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the 2nd level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up. Makes the grab on 3rd. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
these read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again. And it's just frustrating.
Guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Touchdown Jayhawks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incomplete.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Picks up the first down, still moving. He's loose down the middle. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Mustangs!
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Kansas 21, SMU 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Dropping back, it's Seaton. Got him downfield. At the 40, there he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And that's a first down for
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's got some space. Jumped on top of the pile.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys have got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes the handoff. It's Tompkins. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Off the RPO, complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line. You've got to be really smart with this football.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, SMU! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
SMU 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got his man on the right, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some penalty. A little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. First down here for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finding open areas. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Using his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
28, SMU 14.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. On the move. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Let's go. Check. Ready, go.
They're going to ride this running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got him. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. Fires left. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Jayhawks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick handoff. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Making side adjustments here. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. The give from the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and really third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Off play action on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Nice job on the D, playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Trying play action. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback may change this route. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark to give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Seaton. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Swings it out to his running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Might be looking to run. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And first down for the offense.
So hope stays alive. The undefeated season lives on as they inch closer to that 12-0 goal and what they hope will be a berth in the college football playoff.
And I'm just so impressed with the mindset of this football team each and every week. They're poised, they're focused, they have a good game plan, they know who they are, and they go out and they execute. It's as if they're not even thinking about the college football playoff. David, they're just trying to be the best version of themselves each and every week.
And it sounds cliche and it sounds stupid, but know who you are, do it well, don't beat yourself. All those things are the things that coaches are going to say, but you can tell this team's done a great job up until this point. I got a feeling they're going to finish